Tzu Chi volunteers revisit and repair the glass bottle toilets they built for the local residents. Tzu Chi volunteers provide a care recipient rent subsidies and help him to return to his hometown. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Maggie Tsai. Thank you for joining us. Berhala Island in Malaysia was an area where many people have avoided. The residents have lived in poverty. 13 years ago, Tzu Chi volunteers visited the island to build glass bottle toilets for the villagers to improve their living condition. Recently, a group of volunteers came to repair the toilets, while the villagers came to help as well.
Do you believe this is a toilet? Berhala Island is a small island situated in Sandakan Bay, in Sandakan of Sabah, Malaysia. It takes only 20 minutes by speedboat from Sandakan Pier. This 200-acre island is stationed by troops defending the waters. It also has about 2,000 people who are of Filipinos and Indonesian descent who have settled in Malaysia because of the civil war. Most of them do not have citizenship.
They have held IAM-13 permits, which is temporary visa given by the government, like refugees, and have been living here. However, they are not the citizens, so there are no companies who want to hire them.
In 2006, Tzu Chi volunteers took a military-only warship and first came to Berhala Island to promote environmental protection to residents. However, a fire in April 2006 burned 80% of islanders' house.
The fire has even burned the toilets. After that fire, every time we came to clean the beach, we would find feces among the garbage.
In 2006, Tzu Chi used recycled glass bottles to form the structure of toilets for the villagers. On Berhala Island, they built a total of 20.
With the toilet, they have paid more attention to hygiene and health. They also take good care of it. Although it's been a long time, it still keeps relatively clean.
It's really hard without a toilet before. If it is not, we'll go to the beach to solve it. But there are many dogs over there. Now that Tzu Chi has helped to build a toilet, it is very convenient and there's water supply.
13 years later, the Tzu Chi volunteers came to the island again to repair the toilets for the villagers.
The building was ruined and it leaked. The material I have prepared is just enough. The condition of the toilet is really in need of repair. Because it has been built for more than 10 years, the entire toilet has started to decay. The roof is also not in good condition, the door as well.
Many villagers came to repair the toilets, including the villagers who helped last time.
I came to help is because this is our toilet. The most important thing is to complete the construction.
When the fire happened, I came to help build the toilet. This time, I'm also offering to help. I have helped twice.
Knowing that Tzu Chi is going to renovate the toilets, the villagers are collecting donations from the village to pay back the love.
I'm very grateful to Tzu Chi for helping us. So I collect donations for Tzu Chi. We help each other. Even if we live poorly, why not forget this kindness?
Thinking about it, I'm often touched. Because although they say that life is very hard for them, they still want to contribute some money to do good deeds.
The money they raise, if it is not enough, it's okay. It's not about the amount, it's about their intentions.
Kami tidak terkira berapa yang sanggup tuan-tuan dan puan-puan boleh menyumbang. Biarkan dari hati kamu yang ikhlas. Boleh tak?
Boleh.
Because many outsiders think that Berhala Island is scary. They are afraid to approach them. But I think the residents on the island are full of goodness, compassion, and love.
In Kuala Lumpur, 79-year-old Tan Heah Tin lives with her son, who has mental illness. Both of them were unable to clean their home, which was dirty and messy. Ms. Tan was also found malnourished and admitted to the hospital. Tzu Chi volunteers helped to clean her home and took care of her and her son.
Tan Heah Tin is singing happily. Tzu Chi volunteers in clan are cutting nails for her. Volunteers recall the first time they met Miss Tan. They were accompanied by her neighbor. That day was a rainy day.
The neighbor told us that he has not seen Miss Tan come out to eat for many days. He was very worried and called our chapter for help. So we quickly arrived at Miss Tan's house and found that she was lying on the bed. Since she ate very little, her body was so weak at that time.
I saw some of your people go across the street to visit a senior sometimes. Hence, I went to ask for your contact.
The next few days, we went there again and couldn't find the senior. We were very worried because she was so weak during our first visit, and we couldn't find her thereafter. When we went there for the fourth time, we came across her son, who told us that she was admitted to the hospital.
The people of the welfare department did not allow Miss Tan to return to her home, as it was unclean and messy. She could only return home when it became clean, so we Tzu Chi volunteers came to clean up her home.
Miss Tan is already 79 years old. Her son has mental disorders and is not able to clean their home.
Miss Tan was a hairdresser before, and she lived here for a long time. There are many hair salon tools left at her home. She is almost 80 years old and no longer a hairdresser. She is not able to clean up on her own.
I visited a senior in the hospital with Sister Tzu Chi before. I didn't expect her to be so thin due to malnutrition. She hasn't taken bath for 10 years. Many Tzu Chi brothers and sisters came to tidy her up, and now the home looks very clean.
Her home was filled with debris and dust before. After cleaning by the volunteers, it became just like a new house. The volunteers also helped to tidy up the appearance of Miss Tan and her son. Volunteers also tailor-made new clothes for Miss Tan, making her comfortable and easy to wear items. Volunteers often visit Miss Tan to chat and sing with her.
In China, there is a Tzu Chi care recipient, Li Shuping, who used to wander on the street. Tzu Chi volunteers started to care for him since 2017, providing him with rent subsidies. Upon learning that Grandpa Li wants to return to Kunming, his hometown, the volunteers also help him realize his dream.
我也不认识你们，你们也不认识我。是我讨饭的时候，讨到你们司机他的地方，他们吃饭的时候，他们跟我吃饭，就这样子，就认识，照应着我了。是借来的，我借了以后。
Life can be filled with suffering and obstacles. Li Shuping, who has been homeless, understands it all.
Without a place to live, he lived under the bridge and in dangerous buildings. Therefore, we enlisted him as a Tzu Chi care recipient. We provided him rent subsidies so he could settle down.
Li's wife and children left him when he was imprisoned. Living by himself, he begs for food and supplies.
平时的吃，这样没有冰箱还能吃吗？
我当天就是这么一天没事。是姐来的，我姐的衣服。我说爷，他们有个厨师的。
这个是厨师的。
This is a chief uniform, but Grandpa Li looks handsome wearing it.
爷爷，你自己缝上去的呀？
我自己缝的嘛。
Grandpa Li has added pockets to the clothes so he can carry more scavenged items. Having been homeless, he has learned to take care of himself.
这个衣服穿起来，这个袖子这么长。
This clothes has long sheaths, so I can hide my hands in there and avoid bug bites. This head sheath has holes, so I can breathe. When I cover my head, the bugs cannot bite me.
这个把脑袋罩起来，蚊虫叮不了。
Grandpa Li sometimes faces illness because he's close to 70 years old. He scavenged for his medications.
医生看到是看不起。
那你怎么办？
I cannot afford to see doctors. I also seldom buy medications from the pharmacy. I pick them from the garbage dump. When I see medication bottles in the garbage that has not expired, I will bring them back.
Having been wandering in Guangxi for years, Grandpa Li hopes to return to his hometown, Kunming. City volunteers contacted volunteers in Kunming who helped Grandpa Li find a place to live. Guangxi City volunteers also had a meal with Grandpa Li before he leaves.
I have cooked nutritional soup for Grandpa Li. I hope that after he returns to Kunming, he can live happily.
跟你们真是一家人，我有一家人感，不是那么孤立。现在我感觉呢，地心恋情不是刺激人吃。
吃勤劳。
This year is the 30th anniversary of Tzu Chi USA headquarters, but they celebrated it in a way different from the past. They held a walk named Steps for the Earth. The volunteers invited thousands of people to join and also planted trees to remind everyone to cherish our nature.
Tzu Chi USA headquarters have planted its roots here to celebrate its 30th anniversary. The volunteers hold a walking event and also a concert.
The theme of the walk is environmental protection. I also want to remind everyone that we should all be prepared for any disaster and how to conduct disaster relief. I'm also very grateful to many groups and companies for supporting today's event. Whenever there is a disaster in the world, Tzu Chi volunteers are usually the first to arrive at the scene, so they can give comfort to the disaster survivors. I feel this is a very incredible Taiwan spirit.
Over 1,500 people came to attend the ceremony, in addition to the lion and dragon dance that are a must in any Chinese celebration. There are also tree planting and a concert. Many dignitaries showed up to support Tzu Chi.
And I want to thank Tzu Chi for all the wonderful work over the years, which is very helpful to the local community. So I'm grateful for Tzu Chi today and also for the work that they have done.
This is good for all of us to protect the earth and do something for all of us. So thank you, Tzu Chi, for putting this together. And I wish everyone has a successful walk and protect our earth.
It is not just on the West Coast. Tzu Chi volunteers and Tzu Chis in New York also hold a zero garbage picnic and walk. They try to promote environmental protection to the public in the park.
健走的活动里面，我们师兄师姐
During the walk, volunteers bring their own food and water, and we are conducting this event with the goal of zero garbage.
状况下来带动这个活动。
一般现在的生活，他们都
People now enjoy convenience in their lives. But sometimes they don't realize the Earth is in a critical situation. If we don't act now, our next generation will endure a lot of suffering. So I feel this is a very meaningful event.
Under the warm sunlight, close to 100 volunteers enjoy their lunch and also leave no garbage behind because they want to protect the earth.
Next, let's follow U.S. DaAi reporter to join the walk and share the participants' experiences.
Tzu Chi Steps for the Earth is being held in Whittier Narrows Recreation Area today. Before the event, the weather was extremely hot because it is the summer. The temperature has been as high as more than 40 degrees Celsius. However, today the weather has been favorable as the temperature has dropped. Therefore, many people have brought their families and friends to come here to attend this meaningful event. Let's take a look at the event scene. This park is very beautiful. There are many large trees behind me. Today we put on this green t-shirt that matches with the colors of the park. We're also very happy to have invited the CEO of Tzu Chi USA headquarters, Brother Heng Huang. How are you doing?
Yes, program hostess.
Could you please share with us? In the past, Tzu Chi's anniversary celebrations were held indoors. Why did you think of holding an outdoor event this time?
I think many outdoor activities are very popular in the United States. Therefore, we thought about holding an outdoor event like this walk. In fact, in the United States, many NGOs or charity organizations will hold walks every year. We thought we can also do that. Today, I think the event is a success as many people came. Among the participants, many people do not know Tzu Chi. They might want to join activities like this one. They think this event is very meaningful, so they came to join us.
I had never heard of Tzu Chi before. I'm from the Hacienda Heights neighborhood, and just today I've learned that they're very active in supporting the community. They provide medical care, they're big supporters for 30 years now, been big supporters of the local community, supporting with medical care and the environment.
What is the special meaning behind this event?
Our main focus is to promote environmental protection. Recently, there are a lot of natural disasters and extreme climate change. I think we need to raise people's environmental awareness.
Is there a surprise behind this event? This is more than just a walk. Are there secret weapons you should tell us about?
Yes, we have many secret weapons. Among them, one is very special. Let's take a look. Today's secret weapon is people's favorite Pokemon. Through Pokemon, we want to invite and attract more people to join the walk. They can exercise and build up their physical strength, and at the same time, they can download the Tzu Chi Connect app and get to know Tzu Chi.
Gotta catch them all!
Our event is a walk to promote environmental protection. This is the main theme. We hope to raise Americans' environmental awareness through the event. When we planted trees, we planted Bodhi trees. There are two meanings behind the Bodhi tree. First, it's about environmental protection. At the same time, we want to promote Buddhism. Therefore, it has two meanings.
This walk is very casual. You can walk slowly and adjust your pace. You can also run to the end point. During the walk, what really touches people is that you can join people of all walks of life, regardless of their religious beliefs, and reach for the same goal. The goal is to cherish the earth and care about our society with compassion.
My daughter, Nigella, goes to Tzu Chi Monrovia Elementary School, and she's in first grade. And we have a team, the elementary school has a team that's walking here to participate in the walk to protect Mother Earth and all the resources and the trees and the climate, and just, teach them to take care of the things so that they're here for the future generations.
We have many 30 years to go, so please keep supporting us.
There's an important rule in this event. The event organizer does not provide any bottled water. Instead, the walk participants are asked to bring their own water bottles. Therefore, when the event is over, you won't see piles of plastic garbage at the event site.
Well, anything we can do to bring awareness to world issues is something that Tzu Chi and I have both worked very hard to do together.
When I can taste the mountain air every time I breathe.
And my song is related to that in the sense that it's about love and care for my community that was lost. And the Tzu Chi has the same goal of spreading love and care throughout the world as well. So for us to come together and work together in that way it makes a lot of sense, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity. It's amazing.
As we pray in the evening, the event is about to end. Next year, we'll gather again here to pray for the world and the earth.
为这个世界，为这个地球来祈福。
In order to make Tzu Chi more integrated into the mainstream society of the United States, Tzu Chi U.S. headquarters holds an English volunteer training camp every year. This year, the event has been held by Tzu Chi New Jersey chapter. Among the local volunteers who came to help out is a couple who enjoys serving others. Let's hear of their experiences.
The English Volunteer Training Camp has been held in New Jersey in mid-August, with almost all New Jersey volunteers mobilized to help out. Especially in the kitchen, Huang Jingyu, in her 70s, is in charge of cooking, while her husband Liu Xin assists in plating the fried spring rolls. The couple, who have immigrated to the United States for 30 years, have spent 2/3 of their time in Tzu Chi.
I did not drive before, so I always ask somebody to send me to Tzu Chi. It has been like this for 21 consecutive years. As long as I have free time, I will attend Tzu Chi activities. I enjoy volunteering.
After Liu Xin retired in 2015, he began to devote himself to volunteer services. Even though he suffers from cancer, he said he forgets his illness and pain during the process of giving.
When I am volunteering, I always forget that I suffer from cancer. I do not worry about my health condition. I forget everything when I volunteer. Being at home, I would have more time to think of my illness or other things, which is not good.
After accompanying him to undergo chemotherapy, we come together to volunteer, rain or shine.
This time, the couple have also invited their daughter, who works in New York, to attend the camp, hoping to pass on goodness from generation to generation.
Gives me another perspective and gave me a lot of opportunities to meet with other brothers and sisters, and it's a great family. I'm so lucky and happy that Tzu Chi offers everybody to come together.
Through listening to Dharma Master Zhen Yan's teachings, this couple have been more determined to walk the Bodhisattva path and become more open-minded in the face of physical illness.
Sydney Tzu Chi volunteers hosted a vegetarian street fair in the city center to promote the concept of loving the earth. Let's join them and thank you for joining us.